Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to be covering the severe weather risk that's going to be happening tonight, and I'm also going to be covering the severe weather risk happening tomorrow. So this video is going to be a double header with two severe weather events being covered. So strap in. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Right now, much of the southeast is pretty clear. We have a couple spotty thunderstorms, especially over there in the Carolinas, but those are going to fade out. And unfortunately, as we go into the evening time here by 7, 8 o'clock, I think we are going to be seeing some thunderstorms starting to develop, especially in extreme northwest Georgia and Dade, Walker, Catoosa counties. You guys are going to be seeing some thunderstorms starting to develop, and unfortunately, I do think you guys could be seeing some hail with these. Hailstones are likely going to be less than an inch in diameter, but that could still cause some damage. So if you guys have cars or anything outside that don't need to be damaged, try to bring them in tonight. Try to get them under cover if you can. It would be a good night to do that. And fortunately, much of these storms will be fading out by the time you guys really start going to bed here. So really by 10 o'clock, I expect these to fizzle out. These are going to be short-lived, brief, but probably peppy thunderstorms that could lead to heavy downpours and hail at times. But other than that, your night's going to be pretty peaceful. Not a whole, we might have a shower or two, but pretty peaceful night and leading up to a mostly clear day tomorrow until we go into your late night activities. Unfortunately, you guys can see something coming from Middle Tennessee here. Let me zoom on out for you so you guys can see it. We do have a linear system of thunderstorms that's going to be moving through Tennessee, and these will be bringing damaging wind gusts into our area, unfortunately. But as we play this out, this line is actually going to fade out, and there's going to be a secondary line that's going to develop and continue that damaging wind risk as well. For much of North Mississippi, northern Alabama, and central to middle Tennessee, pretty much all of Tennessee, unfortunately, there is going to be a tornado risk with these thunderstorms. This is what you call discrete cell mode. Many of these thunderstorms will likely turn into supercells, and since they're kind of polka dotted, they both have plenty of atmosphere and surrounding area to kind of suck up all of the energy, and that's going to cause them to grow all pretty quickly, but also become severe pretty quickly. And if you have a bunch of severe thunderstorms, it's likely that at least a couple of them will end up drop a tornado. So the tornado risk out in North Alabama, northern Mississippi, and much of Tennessee is pretty high compared to North Georgia, but ours is still non-zero. And as we go into the nighttime here, this is 8, 9 o'clock. We do have this system really starting to knock on the door here in North Georgia, and really by 10 o'clock, I do think we are going to be seeing its effects here. This system, or this model in particular, it likes the idea of us seeing some damaging winds with this. Let me zoom in so I can show you guys the shape of this actual system here. See this bend right here? That's not good. That's actually that indicates that there's going to be some strong damaging straight line winds associated with these storms. And that really just kind of adds up with what the Storm Prediction Center is saying here. This is your day 2 convective outlook. North Georgia is in a solid enhanced level 3 severe risk. This is a pretty high risk for severe weather, but what's even higher is the wind risk. There is a 45% chance that the tri-state area will see damaging thunderstorm winds or wind gusts of 50 knots or 63 miles per hour or higher within 25 miles of this point. It's a pretty high percentage, especially within such a large area here. So I do think there is going to be widespread damaging wind events that go through much of North Alabama and parts of Northwest Georgia and much of Tennessee as we go into tomorrow night. And on top of that, the hail threat is pretty much similar to what we are expected to see tonight. I do think small hail could be expected tomorrow night as well as tonight, along with a tornado risk that is non-zero. It is 5% chance for much of North Georgia. And really just right across the mountains here, it's in a 10% hatched, which means there is a 10% or greater probability of EF2 to EF5 tornadoes within 25 miles of a point. That's a serious risk, which covers a huge swath of land as well, all the way from northern Alabama, northern Mississippi, and pretty much all of Tennessee. So this is going to be a big severe weather day tomorrow, in my opinion, and I think there could be large swaths of damaging wind gusts as we go into tomorrow night. So please do not take this any less serious as you would tornado preparations. Damaging wind gusts can cause just as much damage as tornadoes in some cases, and their damages are often associated with each other. And people often recognize damaging straight line winds as tornado damage. So keep that in mind. Don't downplay this. And if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys in the loop. And as always, have a good day and stay safe.